Have you ever felt the urge to call someone out, expose their lies, their manipulation, their toxic behavior? Maybe it was a narcissist who twisted your words, denied the obvious, or left you questioning your own reality. The instinct to confront them can feel almost irresistible, like you're standing on the edge of a battle, ready to fight for truth and justice. But here's the hard truth. Calling out a narcissist rarely leads to clarity or resolution. Instead, it drags you into their world of distortions and drama, a place where reason and truth hold no power. Stoic philosophy offers a different approach, one that prioritizes your peace and inner strength over the chaos they thrive on. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm. You can't stop the wind or the rain, but you can find shelter and let the storm pass. Narcissists are like storms, unpredictable and relentless, but the Stoics teach us how to stay grounded, how to protect our inner calm without wasting energy on battles we cannot win. In this video, we'll explore what Stoic philosophy says you should do instead of calling out a narcissist. These timeless lessons will empower you to handle their behavior with grace, wisdom, and resilience without ever losing your sense of self. Stay with us, and by the end, you'll have the tools to rise above their chaos and reclaim your peace. 1. Trust in the natural order. When confronted with narcissists or manipulative individuals, the temptation to call them out and set things straight can feel overwhelming. But Stoic philosophy reminds us to focus on what is within our control and let go of what isn't. Narcissists thrive on chaos and confrontation, often dragging others into emotional battles where reason holds no power. Instead of engaging, the Stoics advise trusting in the natural order of the universe. The Stoic principle of amor fati, love of fate, teaches us to accept life's challenges, including difficult people, as part of a larger cosmic design. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In this light, the narcissist is not merely an obstacle, but an opportunity to practice resilience, patience, and self-mastery. By resisting the urge to confront or change manipulative behavior, you conserve your emotional energy and maintain your inner calm. Narcissists often seek reactions, feeding on the drama that ensues. When you choose to rise above their provocations, you deny them power over your peace. This doesn't mean you ignore wrongdoing or injustice. Instead, trust that their actions, like all things, will eventually align with the natural consequences of cause and effect. Focus on your own values and behaviors, ensuring that your actions reflect integrity and wisdom. In doing so, you remain anchored in your principles, letting the natural order handle what lies beyond your control. 2. Set firm boundaries. Stoicism teaches that self-respect begins with understanding your own worth and protecting it. This is especially important when dealing with narcissists who often exploit others' time, emotions, and energy for their own gain. Setting firm boundaries is not about confrontation. It's about safeguarding your peace and autonomy. Seneca advised, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve." Boundaries serve as a filter, allowing you to decide who deserves your time and energy. When you establish limits with manipulative people, you communicate your self-respect without engaging in their chaotic games. A boundary might look like declining to participate in a conversation when the tone turns manipulative, refusing to explain yourself repeatedly, or limiting how much personal information you share. These actions protect you without the need for a confrontation that could escalate into unnecessary conflict. Remember, boundaries are not walls that shut others out entirely. They are guideposts that define acceptable behavior. Setting them firmly and consistently signals that you value your emotional well-being. Narcissists often test boundaries, but by standing your ground calmly and without anger, you show them that their tactics will not work on you. In the end, setting boundaries is about prioritizing your peace and choosing interactions that align with your values. It's a way of practicing the Stoic virtue of prudence, making thoughtful decisions to protect your well-being while remaining true to your principles. 3. Avoid engaging in futile arguments. Engaging in arguments with narcissists or irrational individuals may feel like an opportunity to set the record straight, but Stoicism warns against such futile efforts. The Stoic approach emphasizes conserving energy and avoiding unnecessary conflict, as arguments with irrational people often lead to frustration rather than resolution. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control." This wisdom applies directly to dealing with manipulative individuals. Narcissists often bait others into arguments, not to resolve issues, but to assert dominance or feed their need for attention. By stepping back and refusing to engage, you protect your peace and avoid falling into their trap. This doesn't mean tolerating disrespect or ignoring wrongdoing. It means responding thoughtfully rather than reacting emotionally. When you choose silence or a calm, measured reply, you deny the narcissist the emotional reaction they seek. Stoicism teaches that our primary responsibility is to maintain inner tranquility. Arguments with those who refuse to see reason only disrupt this tranquility, leaving us emotionally drained and distracted from our own growth. Instead, focus on what is within your control, your thoughts, actions, and responses. This choice not only preserves your mental clarity, but also asserts your strength and self-respect. 4. Recognize manipulative behavior. A core tenet of Stoicism is cultivating awareness and rational thinking, especially in the face of manipulative behavior. Narcissists often employ tactics like gaslighting, blame-shifting, or guilt-tripping to confuse and control others. Recognizing these patterns is essential for maintaining your composure and making rational decisions. Epictetus taught, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When you encounter manipulative behavior, the key is to remain emotionally detached. By observing their tactics without letting them provoke you, you preserve your mental clarity and avoid being drawn into their web of control. For example, if someone twists your words or denies obvious truths, pause before responding. Acknowledge the manipulation internally and remind yourself that their behavior reflects their own insecurities, not your reality. This shift in perspective allows you to stay grounded in reason rather than reacting out of frustration or self-doubt. Stoicism encourages us to act according to our values, not others' provocations. By staying calm and detached, you deprive the manipulator of the power they seek over your emotions. Instead of engaging in their games, focus on protecting your peace and responding in a way that aligns with your principles. Recognizing manipulation is not about confronting or exposing it. It's about safeguarding your well-being and choosing to rise above their tactics. In doing so, you embody the Stoic virtues of wisdom and self-control, ensuring that your actions are guided by reason rather than reaction. 5. Practice discernment and detachment. Stoicism places great emphasis on discernment, being able to distinguish between what you can and cannot control. When dealing with narcissists or manipulative individuals, this principle becomes essential. Instead of getting drawn into their games or trying to change their behavior, a Stoic approach focuses on stepping back and conserving your energy for what truly matters. Epictetus famously said, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." In situations where manipulation or toxicity dominates, recognize that the person's actions and mindset are outside your influence. This realization is not an act of surrender, but a rational decision to protect your mental and emotional resources. Detachment doesn't mean indifference. It means choosing where to invest your attention and energy. For instance, if someone continually twists your words or refuses to take accountability, discernment allows you to see that engaging further will only drain you. By detaching emotionally, you shift your focus to what you can control: your reactions, boundaries, and inner peace. This practice also aligns with Stoic values of rationality and self-control. It enables you to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively, demonstrating strength and clarity. Practicing discernment and detachment helps you navigate life's challenges with resilience, ensuring that manipulative behavior does not disrupt your tranquility. 6. Walk away to preserve your serenity. The Stoics regarded tranquility, or ataraxia, as a core virtue, a state of inner calm that remains unshaken by external chaos. When faced with toxic or manipulative relationships, walking away is not an act of weakness, but a conscious decision to prioritize your peace and values. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Remaining in a toxic dynamic amplifies suffering by perpetuating frustration, confusion, and self-doubt. Walking away allows you to break this cycle and create space for clarity and growth. It's a way of reclaiming your power and ensuring that external negativity does not dictate your inner state. Some might view walking away as giving up, but from a Stoic perspective, it is an act of wisdom. You are choosing to let go of what you cannot control and focusing on what aligns with your principles. For example, if a narcissist continues to undermine your self-worth despite your efforts to address the issue, walking away protects your integrity and emotional health. Walking away doesn't mean abandoning compassion or care. It means recognizing that some battles are not yours to fight. By stepping back, you preserve your serenity and demonstrate strength by refusing to engage in a cycle of negativity. In the end, walking away is not about escaping conflict, but about choosing a path of personal growth and alignment with your highest values. It's a declaration of self-respect and a commitment to living a life rooted in Stoic wisdom. 7. Avoid codependent dynamics. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the value of self-sufficiency and independence. One of the quickest ways to lose your sense of balance and fall into a manipulative trap is by becoming emotionally reliant on others for validation or stability. In codependent relationships, your well-being becomes tied to someone else's approval or behavior, leaving you vulnerable to their influence. Epictetus taught, "Man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them." When you depend on someone else to validate your worth, you surrender your inner power and give them control over your emotions. Narcissists and manipulative people often exploit this dynamic, knowing that your reliance makes it easier for them to shape your actions and thoughts. To counter this, Stoicism encourages cultivating inner strength. This involves grounding your self-worth in your own reason and values rather than external opinions. Develop habits that reinforce your independence, such as daily reflection, practicing gratitude, and seeking fulfillment through meaningful pursuits. When you are emotionally secure in yourself, manipulative behavior loses its grip on you. Avoiding codependence doesn't mean isolating yourself from others. It means maintaining healthy boundaries and ensuring that your happiness and stability are not entirely dependent on someone else. By embracing self-sufficiency, you will gain the clarity and resilience to navigate relationships without compromising your inner peace. 8. Anchor yourself in virtue. For the Stoics, the ultimate guide to life is living in alignment with virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These timeless principles act as a moral compass, helping you navigate even the most challenging relationships, including those with manipulative individuals. Narcissists thrive on distorting reality and undermining your confidence. However, when your actions and decisions are rooted in virtue, their tactics lose power. For example, wisdom allows you to see through deceit. Courage empowers you to stand firm in your boundaries. Justice helps you treat others fairly without succumbing to their manipulations. And temperance ensures you maintain self-control in the face of provocation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By anchoring yourself in virtue, you build an unshakable foundation that external chaos cannot disturb. Whether someone tries to gaslight you, shift blame, or provoke you, your adherence to virtue keeps you grounded. Anchoring yourself in virtue is not just about resisting manipulation. It's about living a life of integrity. It enables you to focus on what truly matters, your character and the impact you have on the world, while rising above the distortions of those who seek to control or harm you. In this way, you embody the essence of Stoicism, unshaken, rational, and deeply rooted in what is good and true. If you made it this far, comment, "I choose peace and resilience," to show that you're committed to rising above toxic cycles and living with inner strength. Remember, avoiding conflict with manipulative people isn't about giving up. It's about choosing wisdom, self-control, and your own well-being. These Stoic principles can empower you to handle life's challenges with clarity and strength.